These games are ranked by play score, a standard rating that averages gamer and critic reviews. First on the list is Hello Neighbor, a stealth horror game that aims to showcase the advancement of video game AI. Play as a character determined to find what's hidden inside their neighbor's basement. The story is a little interesting, especially when it's blended with light horror tropes. It was clear that its first two alphas were enjoyable, but the moment the game got released, it threw it all away. It was riddled with bugs, and it was unoptimized for a released game. Players who supported it before the release were greatly disappointed with the lack of surprising features. Its puzzles also left players unsatisfied with no feeling of reward. The game is so illogical it lost all its scares and charm. With its advanced AI, it feels like the game took a step backward instead of making a leap towards the future. Goodbye, Neighbor. It has a play score of 6.07. Number 9 is Dying Reborn PSVR. The PSVR was said to be Sony's next big thing. Unfortunately for VR in general, it didn't quite make the impression to most players. Out of the 100 various VR games and over 900,000 units sold, there's no guarantee every game they release is critically acclaimed. Dying Reborn PSVR was one of those releases. It's a different game compared to the other Dying Reborn without the VR tagline. This horror game takes out a few of the best moments from the original game and carefully selected one episode for a full VR experience. This stupid decision caused the game to flunk with bad scores due to unnecessary cuts, ultimately making it half the game experience. It had some good moments due to its realistic visuals and enjoyable puzzles, however, it was still marred by its unsatisfying presentation and a dulled-down storyline. This game deserves to stay dead. It has a play score of 6.01. Number 8 is 1-2 Switch. One of the best things about the Nintendo Switch was its collection of promising games. Surprisingly, this game, released during Switch's launch, was very disappointing. We get that it's a demonstration for Nintendo's new hardware features, but it completely fails due to its shallow and gimmicky elements. Meant to be played with a friend or two, 1-2 Switch excels at showing the power of the Joy controllers. It's sensitive and really delivers the right feedback to your device. Go toe-to-toe with players in a cowboy gunfight, or try to engage in a magical wizard battle with a friend. The sad thing is, the enjoyment only lasts for about 30 to 50 minutes, and you can easily feel the game's emptiness by then. It's quirky, bizarre, cringy, and sometimes it goes right, but it's not worth the full price. It has a play score of 5.88. Number 7 is Raid World War II, a game filling in with the oversaturated co-op shooter market, set during the time where the Nazis are winning the war with their massive war machines. Choose between 4 POWs with different personalities and skill sets. Team up with a friend or do it alone as you rain down hell on Nazi scum. Yeah, it's a budget Wolfenstein, but without the absurd blood, monsters, and gore. But despite its warmongering charm, it doesn't live up to everyone's expectations. Sure, it's fun when played with friends, but there are better games to spend most of your time with, like PUBG or Payday. It was obviously rushed due to brain-dead AI, bad optimization, and outdated mechanics. In short, it feels like a bad PS2 game. It has a play score of 5.80. Number 6 is Inner Chains, another horror game on the list that fails to deliver the right amount of scares and substance. Developed by Telepath's Tree, explore a biomechanical world where humankind is just a small part of a dangerous universe. Your goal is to find the rumored sanctuary and leave this decrepit place once and for all. But even with its immersive world, it's hampered with a monotonous feeling of walking and more walking. Everything is static if you ignore the atmosphere and story. Players who supported the game during its Kickstarter days were disappointed. Other notable issues include bugs, textures, and slow walking. It was a total failure, and to this day, there has been no word from the developers. It has a play score of 5.76. Number 5 is NBA 2K18. Who would have thought that 2K's latest NBA title would drop the ball so hard? It's the war against microtransactions, and this basketball game was one of the first to get caught in the crossfire. DICE's Battlefront 2 was a low blow for consumers and the gaming industry, and looks like 2K decided to make things worse for themselves. This makes Battlefront 2 less evil compared to the sinister, cash-grabbing elements hidden in this game. For a basketball game, no doubt, it's good. It has improved visuals and ball physics, but it's 2017! Players need to create their own journey, and that's where My Player kicks in. Apparently, this simulated version of you is packed with microtransactions that make you feel unsatisfied if you can't pay a single penny. Everything good about its customization lies in its sneaky business model, and that's very, very, very bad and wrong. If you dislike microtransactions, then don't buy this game. It has a play score of 5.62. Number 4 is Syberia 3. It was one of the most promising games of this year. Benoit Sakal's latest adventure doesn't involve microtransactions. Instead, it's just plain old terrible. And by terrible, we mean boring. Step into the disappointing pilgrimage of Kate as she finds herself into a mysterious island. It's pretty hard to play. Steam reviews about the game are filled with red thumbs downs due to the game's clunky movement, empty story, and a myriad of audio-visual bugs. It's a complete mess, to put it simply. Fans that were itching to play this sequel were left with a bad finished product. If you're trying to play the game today, don't. Just don't. It's in a bad state. But despite its shortcomings, it really is a beautiful game. The detailed world and the graphics absorb you into Benoit Sakal's creation. But unfortunately, that's all there is. Beneath it all, it's a game that needs to be fixed to fully enjoy. It has a play score of 5.39. Number 3 is Micro Machines World Series. The classic minuscule racing phenomenon returns. But since this is what to play's worst games of 2017, it's an utter shit show. To start, it's filled with game-breaking bugs and features microtransactions, the bane of all gamers. For a racing game, it's terrible. It has no correct handling, and the cars are too small, especially for a miniature game. Fans felt offended since the original Micro Machines did so well during the PlayStation 1 and 2 days. But this one is nothing like that. The game is so bad that there are no players present during online matches. To add insult to injury, the game has no proper single-player mode, and it has only 12 cars to choose from. Childhood ruin. It has a play score of 5.36. Number 2 is Urban Empire. Rule the city in this different kind of strategy game that combines city building and politics. Picture city skylines but with growing social and historical events. Choose from 4 ruling families and create your own empire by controlling various needs of the people. But once again, this is a worst list. The game has pensive moments due to its deep world building, but it fails because of its deep world building. It's their own concept that brought them their own demise. It was a neat premise, but it was terribly executed. Everything is predetermined, and your actions don't make much of a difference. Sure, the game's a city builder, but it can only be enjoyed during the first few hours. After that, you're left with a slow and boring simulation that has no payoff in the end. It has a play score of 5.22. And the worst game of 2017 is bloody Boobs. You heard that right. Look it up on Steam and you'll get what we're trying to say. Even the game's description is so ridiculous, it tempts you to buy the game. For only $2 or $3, you can experience a game so unnecessary, so stupid, and so bad. It tries to make up for over-sexualizing females from realistic boob and butt physics. It's really, really broken. The game is unoptimized and it crashes so hard you don't even care about the ladies anymore. Steam review stated that you shouldn't let your hormones guide you for purchasing this game. For the love of God, please don't pick this game up. Not for fun, not for pleasure. Just go search up something in private browsing if you're into that kind of stuff. It has a play score of 5.09.